I've been doing so many great things outside of the boxing ring. I just been enjoying what I've been doing. You know what I'm saying? To have my free time, to be able to enjoy my family, to be able to enjoy certain business adventures, investments, and getting into other hobbies and passions that I already had that I've loved to do, but didn't have the time to do it. You know what I'm saying? So really, at this point in time, I'm jumping into other passions that I've always wanted to do in my life, and I'm enjoying my life so much, man. It's just amazing. So, man, that's the answer I can give you to that. You know, yeah, I'm gonna keep it like that all the time. Every time I look around, the saying is, when I look around, all my good days outweigh my bad days, so I won't complain at all. And that's how I look at life. When I look around, all my good days outweigh my bad, so I don't have anything to complain about, you know, at all. Sometimes I look around, I look at my children, how they indulge into each other, how they take care of each other, how I even learn from them. You know, many people put age and limitize us as human beings. You know, certain age, of course, it limit you for doing. Age for me is only certain things. It allows you from doing certain things in life at this moment in time right now until you get to a certain qualifying requirement age. But one thing about the age, though, the age doesn't disenable your mindset or your way of thinking or your way of obtaining knowledge, most and foremost, because you can learn from a child. Even a child you can learn from, because we don't know all things. I didn't even know a bird poop and piss at the same time. My 4-year-old told me that. You know what I'm saying? Like some little fun facts like that. We don't know it all. That's why I say, are you smarter than a 5th grader? We don't know it all, and we can learn things. It don't have to be like something super advanced in this world or a mathematical problem or something. Like, it can be something simple as an animal or something, a child we can learn from, because, you know, and I think that's a beautiful thing. And at this moment in time, I just sit back and I indulge on my children, watch them, you know, love up on each other and stuff like that. It just made me have a back seat, and I just sit back and I just shed tears. And they be like, all this was created with my hands and my intelligence to be able to do what I have to do, put my money in places where I should put it invested right now. Because we always feel like we have time to do things, but time waits for no man or no woman. We don't have time. That's why I always tell my children, provide your greatness into the world. Do great things into the world right now and do it honestly and fairly so you could live with what you've done and have no regrets. Because greatness is only determined by service. So apply that. What you put in, come on now, what you gonna get out? And so, man, it's just been amazing, man, just to look around. And like I said, to see all my good days outweigh my bad. No complaints coming from this good old dad right here. Looking back on my life and what I'm proud of the most is being able to just set a foundation for my family. You know, anyone knows me know that I'm a family man. I love my family. I love my children. I created them, you know, and so with creating them, that's an obligation. It's a mandatory obligation that I must fulfill each and every day, you know, and I take pride in being a king and not only just being considered a king, but doing king things. You know, my actions speak louder than my words. And you know, just to be able to have those guys and to be able to, like I said, look around and see how I build, I invest in so much. I got a will for my children. I keep revising it every time I gain even more growth. You know what I mean? I told my children, when I die, when the inevitable comes to me, they will have my ashes, they will have my will, and they're going to have that good old statue that sits right there by the Black Warrior River where they put a Black Warrior at. You know what I'm saying? And that's, you know what I mean? I feel accomplished. I feel complete. They gave me all my bundles of roses, and they set it in stone within a statue. And that's amazing. My children going, You know what I'm saying? That's accomplishment. That's right there. They can't take it away from me. They made me a living legend. You understand what I'm saying? I'm a living legend. It's once in a lifetime you get to see a young man be by his statue and can indulge with his children with it. Oh, I cried all day that day. I still can't believe it. You know, so, oh man, it's like, man, my life has been so amazing, bro. And it's, man, I'm just on a high. And I think I'll be all the way up there until the day I die. I'm on a high. No matter what happens to me at this moment in time, no matter what I do, everything I've done has been set in stone. You know what I'm saying? So, it's hard to get me out of my hearts, man. I can go to heaven right now. There's one thing about it, when you have a strong, powerful, outspoken and exciting heavyweight as myself, boxing is beautiful. The attention the people have is nothing like it. When you have a exciting American heavyweight, boxing thrives. You know what I mean? And I'm living proof as witness, and this is what people are witnessing right now. You know, and when you don't have that heavyweight there no more and stuff like that, things start to die down. I've even had guys that's in the heavyweight division reach out and say, "Champ, the division is not the same without you. We need our champ back." You know what I mean? And so many have sent messages from, you know, people that knows me and some of my brothers to send back messages. We need champ back. We need him back. We need him back. You know, boxing is dead. It's boring without him. You know, and I hear it all the time. Trust me, from a lot of top people. You know what I mean? That's out in the world. That's fans of boxing or that's in boxing. You know what I mean? You wouldn't believe who have reached out, but you know, I'm definitely considering coming back. You know, this is something that we're trying to figure out and get things situated. You know what I mean? I just felt a reboost. You know what I mean? For my career and coming back for the people. You know what I mean? When they gave me my statue and to see so many people to come out and they express themselves, so many men express themselves of what it meant to them, how they brought their young daughters or young sons to see what an example of greatness, Black excellence looks like. You know, when I see so many different messages that is presented to me, thanking me for being who I am, not being fake, being real and true to myself and to others. Thank me for being relatable. You know what I mean? How I made it out of struggle and still, you know, can motivate people, inspire them to be great. Like I said, greatness is only determined by service. So provide your service in this world and you shall see results of greatness. And the hard thing about it is the patience. No one wants to wait. We all figure that we got it figured out and we need it right now. But you know what it say, though, good things come to those who wait. These things and things are put in order for a place and time for you. Most of it's subliminal. You know what I mean? You have to really sit back and really understand what do that really means. And then when that time and place come for that meaning to take place, to feeling that missing spot in that sentence that you was looking for, that missing blank, then and only then when you realize, like, I understand what that meant. We don't have the patience to wait for certain things that sometimes we can move too fast and our blessing would slip us right by because we was moving too fast. Now, sometimes you can move too slow, god dog. So it just got to be just right, you know, and yeah, man. It's just a happy moment in time for me right now. I'm so blessed and I'm just so happy and I'm at peace. It's not even really about the financial things, the things I put myself in. You know, I never have to return to boxing ever again in my life. I've set my life up and as I was running my career, I dictated how I want things to go, you know, and and I did smart moves and smart investments. I didn't rush things and I didn't let people run my career like like they wanted it. I ran it like I wanted it. And I had a great team that was with me on it. And I'm blessed, bro. I don't never have to return again. You know, over It's really higher, but I'm just over 95% of fighters don't have it when the boxing is over with. They don't have nothing to show for it. But guess what? Those managers and promoters and anybody else that's running boxing is still there 25, 30 years after your ass is gone. Excuse my language. But it's the truth. And sometimes the truth has to be told very strongly, to wake up people sometimes, especially fighters, because they consider us as dumb. Most time fighters are people that come out of poverty. We're trying to fight our way out. We're trying to fight our families' way out, and we get mistreated, misused and used, lied on and lied to. Come on now, let the saint, let the choir say amen. You know what I mean? And I tried to educate, I tried to show, and I tried to teach, and I stood up for what I believed in. And me and people know that I'm a man of principle, moral, and gold. I stand for what I stand for, and I'm just the realest day they come. But I'm just in a great spot in life, man. And oh man, and I look around and I just think, oh, the sun, man. Everything we planned for, even with my personal coach, everything we said we wanted to do, release at least near about majority of what we said we wanted to do. We did it. We had a game plan. We executed it, and I'm just living what I had planned for my life. I'm living my dream, not the American dream, but my dream. For my family. My single Everytime is, I kept thinking about the summertime coming. I was planning out trips for my kids to take, and all right, we're gonna get on the private jet. We're gonna go here. I want to do this with the kids, trying to get their passports together and all that. I got 8 of them. I want 4 more to make 12 for me king status. You know what I mean? So I knew I wanted to feel good for this summer. And while traveling with my family and being amongst my loved ones, you know what I mean? It's a lot of artists out here. There's a lot of songs that can make me feel it. But it ain't nothing like how you know what you want. I'm a man of pride. I'm a man of someone that I know what I want when I want it. I know what I want. I'm not a confused human being. I know what I want. And I wanted to feel good. I want something that I can vibe to. I wanted something that can make me feel good in any mood that I'm in, whether I'm sad, mad, happy, or whatever. Nigga, just I can feel it. And I knew I needed a special type of beat for it. So I went from, if you know me, I'm all about my, my African stuff and all that and stuff. So I wanted an Afro beat to move, because the Afro beats allow you just to move, just listen to the instrumental of it. So once I got that established, and the words just, when I was when I was at my penthouse, I was working on the day before. I got the hooks. The hooks was really lyrics that I came up with, but I started singing it into a chorus part of it. And I was like, I'm really in the mood, baby. Let's get in the groove, baby. What you got to lose, baby? You know what I'm saying? I was like, every time I'm around you, girl, you make my mood change. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay. So I just made that into like a whole course, and then I came with another lyrics to it. And then I was like telling my brother, bro, I got a song that's gonna be dope. You want to get on it? You know what I mean? I was like, all right. He was like, all right, cool. We're gonna get on it. So I had the beat already. I was going with the song we was practicing. Then I called one of my guys up, my childhood friend, M16. He's a beat maker and a producer. So I was already in Atlanta, so I called him up to get studio time. I'm a producer myself. I got a studio at the house, so I do all this in the back scene, producing, making beats, songwriter, and singing. So I'm into it all, But on this one, I just needed someone that I can take my hands away from the production part of it and let somebody else do it. Although he would get a percentage, which I don't care about feeding people. You know what I mean? Let's eat all together. We can make great music together, you know what I mean? Because I easily could have produced it or whatever, but everything was right. I wanted someone else to do it while I just worked on the vocals, and I came and, we co-produced. I showed him how I wanted the song to go, the placement of everything. But we got in the studio, man. It just flowed, and everything just was together, and it just worked out. That was my brother's first time in the studio. You know what I mean? the second time, but the first time just professionally recording, we having a structure, a team, and just going. Usually it's just me and him, but we have fun making every time. You know, it's definitely a song that's vibing, something for the summertime. You know what I mean? And sit back, relax on the yacht, whether you're on the beach, you sitting on an umbrella and drinking some, whether you got your favorite drink or a glass of lemonade. You know what I mean? And it's doing really, really well right now of listeners all over the world and stuff like that. So it's just a blessing all the way around. And music, me and my brother have been into it ever since we was young. You know, little boys, we used to have cassette tapes trying to record a song. I remember back, we tried to record a song called Hershey's Cookies and Cream. We were like, where have all the cookies gone? Into Hershey's Cookies and Cream. It was so like, man, we would always play around with little different little things or whatever. But and that was first. But being that we was PK kids, preachers kids and stuff, man, my daddy wasn't having that. If it wasn't about God and Jesus and that gospel music, you better sit yourself down somewhere, okay? Have a seat. You'll get your time, my son. But this time, my son, you represent me, son. And you represent me, son. You make me look bad. I make that bottom look bad, me son. You know what I'm saying? So we had to represent Dad. You know, he was doing his thing in the ministry, still is. He's a pastor. So what we did, we was a representation of him. If we act up outside in the streets, wise, it makes him look bad being in the you know, in the church and stuff like that. So I remember one time my sister would listen to Aaliyah, the song "Rock the Boat," rock the boat, rock the. Man, she would listen to that and singing, and my dad came in and heard. She said, "If you don't get that mess off your ear, talking about rock the boat, I'm gonna rock your boat." You know what I mean? She ain't know what she was talking about during that time, rocking the boat. You know, she don't know what she's talking about. She just singing the song. But, you know, that just lets you know we couldn't listen to certain things that other kids listen to. You know what I mean? We couldn't listen to rap and R&B and all that stuff. We couldn't even watch it because we was under him and we represented him. So, you know, I think fast forward into our adulthood, especially me now, being able to have a career, a successful career, and then, you know, to get back to something that I'm passionate about, I'm able to do it by myself now. Like when I say by myself, I'm able to fund myself. I'm not a starving artist. I didn't have to start out, you know, being a starving artist. I built my career where I can be able to support my hobby, my talent, my passion. And I'm doing it. I built the studio and I'm able to do all the things, set my label stuff up and everything else. So I think it was, although we couldn't do it then, you know, thank God working mysterious ways, and he allowed me to be able to build a career where I can support it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very talented in multiple areas and the things. I'm definitely a true renaissance man. And I just want to show people that you can do more than one thing in life. You don't have to be limited to just one thing. See, as human beings, we look at others and we supposed to be good at one thing, and that's just one thing. That's you're supposed to find the good in that one thing and master it and just do that. And then people don't want to see you doing other things and being great at it. I don't understand it. It's a reversal psychology, and the mindset is big. You know, the mindset. Man, I'm big on mindset. I mean, and if you don't structure your mindset of a different way of thinking, what makes you unique? If you think just like everybody else, what makes you different? What makes you unique? How can I differentiate you between another person if you thinking the same? That's why I always say it's not enough trendsetters. It's too many trends followers. Because we'll think one way. Nah, explore your horizon. God has blessed you to do not only one thing, but multiples of things. And like I said again, if you put greatness is only determined by risk. If you don't try, if you don't put forth an effort and putting into whatever you want to do, how you gonna know if you can do it or not? It's just a guesstimation now. Well, then if we feel like we can do it, then we get set back by what people may think of us. You know what I'm saying? Oh, people's opinion or what they think. You know, like I always say, you gotta speak slowly and hear swift. You know what I'm saying? You can't worry about opinions. You can't worry about what people may say or what they may think or whatever. And it's sometimes easier said than done, depending on what person you are. But that's just the truth, you know. And once you able to overcome being able to being able to know how to take emotional garbage and throw the emotional garbage out, to be able to clear a path for yourself, because sometimes we can get in our own way. And that's already enough. I don't need your emotional garbage and my garbage to get in my way too. Come on, clear that out. You know what I'm saying? So, but you got to find that within yourself